Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is our lesson 5. In the previous 4 lessons, we've completed 15 letters from Alif to Dad. And in this lesson, we will read the next 4 letters. These 4 letters we will read in this lesson. So now we are starting. So first of all, we have to read Ta'uz and Tasmiyah. So I'm reading, read with me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The first letter we have in this lesson is Ta. Ta. Say it again. Ta. Ta. Now look at the formation of this letter. It has an oval shape here, as you can see. This is an oval shape, and then a vertical line coming from the top to the bottom and connecting to the oval shape. So this is the formation of letter Ta. And also this letter is in the green color, so it means it is one of the bold letters. And while reading this letter, we have to make a bold voice. Now the origin of letter Ta is here. As you can see here, the origin of the letter Ta is top of the tip of tongue, and it will connect to the gum line of the two front upper incisors here. Not to the upper incisors, but it will connect to the gum line, okay, at the back of the incisors. So this is the top of the tip of tongue, and it will go connect to the gum line of the two front upper incisors at back. So that's how you can pronounce Ta. Try to read it. Ta. Ta. So this part of the tongue, it will connect to the gum line of the two front upper incisors. So this is the origin of letter Ta. Ta. The next letter we have is Dha. 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 The formation of this letter is similar to the previous letter Ta. As you can see, both these letters are similar in formation. Just one difference, that is a dot. Dha has a dot at the top. Dha has one dot at the top, and Ta, it doesn't have any dot. So this is the only difference between these two letters, Ta and Dha. Another thing, Dha is also one of the bold letters. Means you have to make a bold voice while reading this letter. Now the origin of Dha. The origin of letter Dha is top of the tip of tongue, this part of the tongue, and it will connect to the edges of the two top front teeth here. So you have to connect this part of the tongue to the edges of the two top front teeth, and that's how you can easily pronounce Dha. Dha. Top of the tip of the tongue, this part of the tongue, and then it will go connect to edges of the two top front teeth here. So this is the origin of letter Dha. Try to read it according to the rule. Dha. Dha. Then the next letter we have is Ain. 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 Say it again. Ain. The formation of this letter Ain is similar. It has two parts. One is at the top and then another is at the bottom. The upper part of this letter is similar to the letter C. The letter in English C. So this is similar to the letter C, as you can see here. And then the lower part of this letter is also like a big C. The upper part, it is like a small C, and then the lower part is also like a big C. So this is the formation of letter Ain. The origin of this letter is the middle part of the throat. As I told you before, there are three parts of the throat. One is the upper part of the throat, then the middle part of the throat, and then the bottom part of the throat. So for pronouncing Ain, we have to use the middle part of the throat. Ain. This is the middle part of the throat. So you have to use this part for reading Ain. 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 So this is the origin of letter Ain. You can easily pronounce using your middle part of the throat. Then the next letter we have is Ghain. Ghain. Say it again. Ghain. Ghain. Now the formation of this letter is similar to the previous letter Ain. As you can see here, the formation of both these letters is same. The only difference is the dot. Ghain, it has a dot at the top, as you can see here. But the letter Ain, it doesn't have any dot. So this is the only difference between these two letters, between the formation of these two letters, Ain and Ghain. Another thing, this letter Ghain is one of the bold letters. So when you read this letter, you have to make a bold voice. Ghain. Ghain. Now the origin of this letter, how you have to pronounce this letter. For pronouncing this letter, you have to use the upper part of the throat. Here, you can see here, this is the upper part of the throat, which is on your mouth side. So for pronouncing Ghain, you have to use this part. Ghain. 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 So this is the upper part of the throat. So for pronouncing Ghain, you have to use this part of your throat. Ghain. Ghain. So in this lesson, we read 4 letters. First we read Ta, Ta, then Za, Za, then Ain, Ain, and then Ghain, Ghain. And then we read about the formation of the letters, that Ta, it has an oval shape here, and then a vertical line coming from the top, and then at bottom it is connected to the oval shape. And then we also read that zwa, it has the same formation as twa. The only difference is zwa has a dot at the top and twa, it doesn't have any dot. And we also read that twa and zwa, both these letters are bold letters. We have to make a bold voice while reading these two letters. Twa, zwa. And then ayn, the formation of this letter, it has two parts. One is the upper part and then the lower part. Both these parts are similar to the English alphabet C. Both these parts are similar to the English alphabet C. The upper part, it is similar to the little c, and then the lower part, it is similar to a big C. And then the last letter we read is ghain, and the formation of this letter is similar to the previous letter ayn. The only difference is ghain has a dot at the top, as you can see here, and ayn, it doesn't have any dot. And another thing we read about the ghain, that it is one of the bold letters. So while reading this letter, we have to make a bold voice. And then we read about the origins of these letters. So first, twa, the origin of this letter is top of the tip of the tongue, this part of the tongue, and it will go connect to the gum line of the two front upper incisors at the back. And then we read about the origin of zwa, that for pronouncing zwa, we have to use top of the tip of the tongue, and it will go connect to the edges of the two top front teeth. Here, this part of the tongue, it will go connect to edges of the two top front teeth, and this is the origin of letter zwa. Then the origin of ayn, it is the middle part of the throat. So for pronouncing ayn, you have to use. So for pronouncing ayn, you have to use the middle part of the throat. This is the middle part of the throat. Ayn, ayn. And then the letter ghain, the origin of this letter is upper part of the throat. As you can see here, this is the upper part of the throat. So for pronouncing ghain, you have to use this part of the throat, ghain. Okay, so in this lesson, we read these four letters: twa, zwa, ayn, ghain. So in total, we've completed 19 letters now. I'm reading these letters, so read with me. Alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, za, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, dha, ayn, ghain. So now we've completed 19 letters in total. So inshallah, in the next lesson, we will read the next letters.